Welcome to Radical Wellness TV. This is Laura Lee, and I am here to continue the saga of the book Sometimes God Has a Kid's Face by Sister Mary Rose. Notice the roses. Bagidi. Please like and share this video because it's really important to get these kids off the street. This is an example of when children show up at the Covenant House, which is a safe place for children in a city. Anyway, this woman, the sister, Mary Rose, did a lot for the children. And this was written in 2010. Chapter 9, he seemed to have this thing about my brother, she said. I'm afraid to let him out of my sight, the homeless girl said. Are you sure he's going to be okay? I mean, I think he's really kind of messed up right now. He needs a lot more help than I do, the homeless girl said. But he's still my big brother. Kimberly's eyes welled up and she buried her face in her hands. A minute or two passed quietly, and then she raised her head again. There was fire in those tear-filled eyes. I know it was probably kind of dumb to run away like we did. I never thought we'd end up with nothing to eat and no place to go, she said. But I had to get him out of there, you know. She said, biting off the words "had" for extra emphasis. Being in that house was killing him, sister. I mean it. It was killing him. Her wet eyes looked at me and begged me to understand what she was saying. After just 1 second looking inside those eyes and being overwhelmed by her terror, her loneliness, her fear, I knew exactly what she was trying to tell me. I patted her on the shoulder and cleared my throat. So what was going on in that house, I said. Was there something bad going on? Kimberly sighed and grimaced and swallowed hard. Oh yeah, she said softly, oh yeah. It was my stepfather, she said. When he came to live with us, everything was okay for about a year or so. Then he started to really pick on Maddie. I don't know why. My brother was only 13. Anyway, it got worse and worse, and I kept begging my mother to do something. But she said there was nothing she could do. She said my stepfather was just disciplining Maddie. And my mom, she had other problems of her own to worry about. She said she kind of drank too much. I'm not sure she was even awake half the time when Maddie was beaten up. It was really awful, she said. The new tears in her eyes said it all. Anyway, my stepfather kept getting worse and worse. He started really beating on Maddie. I mean, sometimes he would give Maddie 2 black eyes. I was afraid he was going to kill him. I don't know why, but my stepfather never bothered me. He never touched me, she said. He seemed to have this thing about my brother, she said. Finally, he started doing stuff to Maddie that was really awful, she said. I don't want to even tell you, she said. You can probably guess, though, she said. I couldn't take it anymore, sister, she said. I mean, he's just a kid. And he was crying every night. I couldn't stand to watch it. I tried to tell my mother, but she didn't believe me. She said Maddie was lying. But I know he wasn't, sister. She said, I know my brother. So I decided we had to get out of there. That's why we ran away. Excuse me. I don't know what to do now, she said. I mean, I think Maddie is really hurting, the homeless and all alone girl said. He's crying all the time. I'll be all right, the homeless girl said. But it's him I'm worried about, she said. I'm scared for him, and I don't know what to do, she said. As I looked into Kimberly's eyes, I saw the fierce protectiveness of a loving sister. It was very touching and very troublesome. I know she did the right thing to get her brother out of their parents' house. No kid should ever have to suffer from the kind of serious mental, physical, and sexual abuse Maddie was being subjected to, ever. And I do think her brother was some severe emotional problems. We're going to get him professional help immediately. But as I talked to Kimberly, I also worried about her. What an amazing kid. What a powerful love. She risked everything. She even risked her own life because she knew her brother was being destroyed. I wonder how she will come through all this. She has taken on an awful lot of responsibility for a kid her age. That's why I'm praying for her as well as her brother. And I'm determined to do everything we can to help Kimberly. She needs a safe place to live. She needs a chance to finish school. She needs to stay closer to her brother. So that was chapter 9, and before chapter 10, here is a prayer written by a kid in our Covenant Chapel, House Chapel. Dear Lord, I believe in you, but I am so confused about where I'm going. All I know is where I've been. I'm so scared, and I have no one to talk to but myself, and I hide my feelings in my music. A prayer written by a kid in the Covenant House Chapel. Okay, so chapter 10. This is the subtitle. I want to be a somebody someday, she said. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Love life and life will love you back. Hate life and life will hate you back. But learn to differentiate between the two choices and make the one that supports you. We'll see you on the next video. Bye for now. Thanks for watching, and like and share. Bye-bye for now.